So Kiri and Lou is a show that I watch with my kids and a show that I've wanted to talk about for a while because I often feel like with the cartoon community and stuff, and I put myself in this as well, we sort of don't talk about new shows that no one's talking about. We talk about kind of the shows that everyone's talking about. But this is a show I haven't really heard anyone talk about, and I discovered while I was watching the Pluto Nickelodeon channel with my kids, and ads for it came on, and I thought the animation looked great. It is a stop motion animated show. I would describe the animation sort of like the stop motion in Pee-wee's Playhouse as the camera at the beginning of the camera is going out to the actual playhouse. That's what it reminded me of. But it is a New Zealand stop motion animated show with Jermaine Clement actually as one of the characters. How it kind of became a thing in my household, because originally I thought the design was cool. I'm like, I want to check this out with my kids because I don't know if you've seen the design for most kids' cartoons, but it's pretty horrible. And it all kind of looks the same. And I was like, oh, this looks different at least. So I wanted to watch it for that. But then I noticed it's very chill. The music is kind of odd and offbeat. I like Jermaine Clement's, other shows like Flight of the Conchords and What We Do in the Shadows. And I thought maybe you can do a kid show. And it's honestly our calm down, relax show. It is like everyone's too crazy. We're watching Kiri and Lou and everyone kind of snuggles on the couch and calms down, which there are not a lot of effective kids shows to do. I legitimately really like this show. I rewatched it to do this review just without kids, and you get about 4 segments in one show, in one half-hour thing. I think each one's about 4 or 5 minutes. It's basically about a Lou, played by Jermaine Clement, and Kiri, played by Olivia Tennant. It's all prehistoric stuff. They're all dinosaurs. Kiri is kind of a stegosaurus, yellow stegosaurus creature, and Lou is an elephant trunk guy. I don't know. It's not super accurate. Who cares that it is? They have a big dinosaur they're friends with, whose name I keep forgetting and is sort of weird. And they're friends with a really small guy called Smalls, who has a small little voice and stuff like that. But it is very positive vibes if you're like, I want a show that can like calm stuff down, has cool weird songs, and is actually pretty good. Like, I know people freak out about Bluey, but if you're like, man, today was stressful, I just need something to calm the mood down, this is the show for you. It's on Paramount Plus. You can find stuff on YouTube. I would recommend Who is Sleepy Now. It's on Spotify and other streaming services. But this is a calm, relaxed kids show, but it's also really good and offbeat in a way that I don't see other kids shows really doing. It's just being kind of strained. Like, there was one episode where Lou falls asleep, rolls down, is on a sloth. The sloth bumps him off his tummy and he's rolling over. They have to find him. There's another one where they're having a party underwater, and Lou can go because he has a trunk and can put his trunk up above the water, but Kiri will come down and talk to people and then has to run up to get air and then sings a song about air. I really love this show. I love the look of this show. I love the music of the show. I like that Jermaine Clement's in this and he's doing this kind of weird offbeat voice. I like that the people who made this have a cool thing to show kids how to make stop motion. There's nothing I really dislike about this show. I don't know why more people aren't really talking about it. I believe with this review, this would only be the second review on YouTube, and the other one is Common Sense Media. I know I'm not, even though I'm like a parent and stuff, I'm not the same thing as them, but I'm honestly here to tell you it is the kids show that more people should be watching and paying attention to, and I don't want it to be forgotten, and that's why I'm talking about it, because I do like to recommend stuff to people, and this is probably the show I watch pretty frequently. Like, I didn't need to watch that many episodes because I remember a lot of it. Like, I like the things with Smalls, and in one where Smalls wants to talk to like the older, bigger dinosaur they're friends with and gets eaten, and then because the bigger dinosaur doesn't see Smalls, and Smalls meets their grandparents who are living in the bigger dinosaur's stomach. It just has so many odd, offbeat episodes. These are both, I noticed the two I ended up watching were the season 1, season 2 openers. The first 2 seasons are on Paramount Plus. I hear there's a 3rd season that maybe is aired on TV and a possible 4th season. It's just like, I don't think we talk enough about cool shows that are just like calm you down, and that's where it is in my house, but I love watching it. I was like, I've been very pro it since I was watching it to just review it because I just love the vibe of it. And as life has been a little complicated and stressful lately, I have had it on a little bit more. And, you know, obviously we have Bluey, and my son loves Thomas the Tank Engine, frankly, and the Baby Shark Show, and, you know, Lele and stuff. And this is another Nickelodeon show, but it is such a different kind of unique vibe to it. And it's cool seeing like stop motion where you can kind of feel the fingers moving the clay, and you can feel things like that. And it like reminds me of things like Will Vinton and Gumby, but also in just like weird kind of like they're all like you know, weird prehistoric creatures. I love the theme song where it's like it's time to play with Kiri and Lou. I love its like weird, it's kind of strange vibe, but all wholly positive. Like it's not like so weird a normal person couldn't get into it, but I do think it's weird enough that if you're like a weird animation nerd, you should be getting into this. This is probably one of the most underrated, underlooked at shows right now, and a show that I look to just like calm things down and make you go, hey, life isn't so bad. And it's a great stress reliever in a lot of ways, and especially for kids. So there's too many shows that like are upping their energy level or making them like sort of just sucked in zombies to the TV or background noise when they play with toys, but this is the one that like gets them in the right kind of calm mood and is kind of cool to chill with while you're drinking your coffee and your kids aren't screaming and yelling around. A really great show that we should be talking about a little more. I highly recommend Kiri and Lou.